Okay, so we're writing significant numbers in scientific notation using significant numbers. Getting tongue-tied here. Okay, so this is a two-step thing. So you've got the number 53,726. Brackets, there's a 2. In scientific notation, so you know that has to be to the power of something, times 10, with the number of significant figures indicated in brackets. So let's look at the number. 53,726. We know that these are all significant, okay? And we know that they want us to round it to the second place. So here's your second place, that's a 3. The number next to it is a 7. That gives it more than enough power to change. It changes, and these all become zeros. They don't die like they do when it's a decimal. So round it to 2 significant figures, and you get 54,000. Perfect. Now we have to change it to scientific notation. Now, what I want you to remember is because we're doing the opposite, because we've got the big number and we're now making it into scientific notation, if we move to the left, we're actually going to have a positive notation, and if we move to the right, we're going to have a negative, okay, because we're doing the opposite. So look at this. So we know that if we want to put this into scientific notation, we have to put our decimal place over here behind the 5, okay? So if we moved, we would go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it would become 5.4, wouldn't it? We're going to the left, but because we're putting it into scientific notation, it's the opposite. So this is actually going to be positive, okay? So this is how it looks. Write it in scientific notation. So we're going to put 5.4, which is what we've discussed, times by 10 to the power of 4. So it's positive notation. All right, let's look at another one, slightly more complicated. So this one says, write 0.08403, 3 in brackets, in scientific notation with the number of significant figures indicated in brackets. So here's our number. First of all, we've got to look at our significant figures. What is significant in this? Well, the 0 over here next to the decimal place is significant. 8, 4, 0, and 3. Okay, now, so what we've got to do is we've got to go to the third significant number. Okay, so the third significant number is the 0 here. Okay, that's our third one. So we look at the 3. Can the 3 change the 0? No, it can't. So it can't, I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. We can't change that 0 at all, but then because it's a decimal, it will die. So round to 3 significant figures, and you've got 0.0840. So the 3 has died, okay? Write in scientific notation. So we've moved that decimal to the first place. Okay, so our first place here is behind the 8. So how many we moved it? Once, twice. We moved it to the right, but because we're doing the opposite, it's negative. So that will be 8.40 times 10 to the power of negative 2. There you go.